The trip started with the group meeting at Plymouth and boarding the Pont Avon ferry to Santander. The bikes are crammed into the hold and strapped tight to the deck for safe transportation. The ship gets underway and the sea is like a millpond. The cabins are small but really comfortable. We arrived in Santander to amazing weather and headed east past Bilbao to our first overnight stop at the Basque village of Lesaca. It's the first morning and everyone is up early, including the local sheep. Day 2 takes us from Lesaca to Sarasa. Lots of nice scenery with a mixture of tarmac and gravel roads to contend with. Regular fuel stops provide the opportunity for a leg stretch, a nice cup of coffee. A short navigation stop on the forestry road. A lunch stop for sandwiches. All the cafes in the village were closed. Then it's back to the trails and more dust. It's not all dust. There are some muddy patches to navigate. This hill does not look steep, but cameras flatten the aspect quite a lot. This trail takes us along the ridge of the mountain for miles. The gravel turns to mud in this tricky section. Not everyone's favorite surface to ride on. The group stopped to help a lone rider trapped under his bike for the last 15 minutes in a watery mud hole. On arriving in the small mountain village of Sarasa and some debate on where to best park the bikes, we managed to empty the bar of all its cold beer to wash away the trail dust. Day 3. Sarasa to Saravillo. After an amazing breakfast in Plan, it's only a short ride to the start of the gravel trails. The odd stop needed to stretch legs and review navigation. Then back on the trail through wooded mountainside with steep drop-offs. Be very careful when crossing these cattle grids. been delivering to the mountain cafe, mostly used in the ski season. Finally we reach the top and have a stop to admire the views. Day 4. Saravillo to Trade-Off. More dusty tracks through wooded mountainside. And more stunning scenery. Not all the roads are gravel at high altitude. Day 5. Trade-Off to Andorra. And another excellent breakfast with the locals en route. Another hilltop. More spectacular scenery. The usual coffee stop before the start of the Smuggler's Trail to Andorra. The trail is mostly hard-packed gravel with some rougher patches, but suitable for most levels of riding ability. There are a few small water crossings but nothing deep or messy. Hill to the left, death to the right. The occasional winter-heavy vehicles and herds of animals on summer pasture. Lots of hairpin bends going up the mountainside. came across a few other bike riders on the trail, but not many. And then there is the odd car on the trail to make passing interesting in places. Check the drop-off. This is the border with Andorra, where the tarmac road starts with multiple hairpins. Day 6. Andorra to Font-Romeu in France. Running maintenance on the bikes outside the apartment. Before a steep walk uphill into the village for an evening meal. Day 7. Font-Romeu to Tuchan. View of a spectacular suspension bridge. Our accommodation on a campsite outside Tuchan in 2 adjacent static homes. Day 8. Tuchan to Carcassonne. Stops are needed after a while. This vineyard outside Carcassonne was a nice spot. Day 9. Carcassonne to Montclar de Quercy. We stopped at the market in this small village for some food and a look around. Then back on the trail. This was a deep hazard on the route. Luckily no offs this time. Another puncture to repair. Luckily we found a shaded area to work under as it was a hot afternoon. We stopped in the late afternoon at this small village for a coffee break under the cliffs. Our second campsite accommodation was in these chalets overlooking a lake. Day 11 took us from Pasayak to Montiachorm with a lot of road miles and thunderstorms before arriving at this interesting hotel in the middle of the countryside. From this place we took the roads north with some of the group going to Cayenne and others to the Channel Tunnel and home. Some lovely countryside. To wait in the traffic jam when on a motorbike. Finally this part of the group arrived in Caen, and headed for the Pegasus Bridge landmark. By coincidence it was June 6th and commemoration parades were in progress with all the old army vehicles on show. Back into another boat. The sail to Portsmouth was uneventful and calm yet again. Thanks for watching.